When you were touring with Tim Reid, were you guys, and like, were you ever felt like you were in danger?
Did I ever feel that way? And the fourth time on stage, a guy put a lit cigarette out in Tim's face and then tried to beat the hell out of me.
Holy shit.
I boxed when I was in the Navy, but this guy outweighed me for like 100 pounds. You know, he pummeled me, and we rolled all over tables and chairs. I mean, you know, you got to remember 1969 when we went on stage. Let me give you the backdrop. Robert Kennedy was just assassinated. Martin Luther King was just assassinated a couple of years before. The Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. So this is 69. We were 5 years removed from that. People weren't integrating, you know, there was still all black clubs and all white clubs, even though they could by law. They still weren't doing it in a lot of places in the South we went and in the North. And here we were going across the land, just trying to make people laugh. In those days, you didn't see a black guy and a white guy walking down the street together, let alone on a stage together.
Right.
You know, so anywhere there was racial tension, we would go. We did 11 prisons in 1 year. We did the county jail in Chicago 3 times, the county jail. Where there was racial tension, we would go there. The interesting thing about racism in those days, John, we worked in our black club, and there was a black guy who hated white people, hated them with passion. He wasn't mad at me. He was mad at Tim for being with me.
Wow.
See, he was a redneck, a racist redneck white guy who hated people with a passion. He wasn't mad at Tim. He was mad at me for being with Tim.
Wow.
So that was a kind of insanity. Now, it wasn't a lot. We scored. We did well, you know, but there was that one little tiny element that was there in those days, you know, that you know, when we walked out on stage in a place, you know, people be talking, and all of a sudden they go, what's this all about? You know, that guy and a white guy, you know.
What was the thing that kept you guys going?
Well, first of all, you know, we love what we were doing. We really, and I can't tell you how many times in our career, and Tim will tell you the same thing. This means more to me than anything in all the years we toured together. I can't tell you how many times after a show at a college, high school, and even in a prison, you know, where a white guy would come up and say, you know, I got a black friend that I'd like to reach out to, but if I do, the white guys are going to wear me out. But after watching you and Tim tonight, I'm going to reach out to my black friend. Then a black kid would come up and say to us, you know, I got a white friend that I really like, but if I do, the brothers are going to call me in. But after watching you and Tim, I'm going to reach out to my white friend. That meant more to us than anything in the world. We weren't preaching. We were just having fun on stage.
Yeah.
But see, all over America in those days, and listen what I'm talking about. When I finish, you'll say the same shit is happening today. All over America in those days, people were saying, you know, we need more discourse among the races. You know, we need more discourse. We need better race relations. Well, when you watch Tim and Tom, guess what we were having? A race relation. We were having a discourse that America wasn't having.
Right.
Fun. Again, we weren't preaching. We weren't trying to hammer people over the head. We were having fun together. We were friends, and you could tell that. You know, love for one another. You could tell that, you know.
Dystopia tonight.